Let's take a look at what's going on in the world now. We start off in the U.S., where the remains of two more people who died at the World Trade Center in New York on September 11, 2001, were identified on Tuesday. The 1,646th victim of the World Trade Center attack was identified as Dorothy Morgan, while a man whose name is being withheld at the family's request was identified as the 1,647th victim. The identification of Morgan was confirmed through DNA testing of remains recovered in 2001, while the unnamed man was confirmed through DNA testing of remains recovered in 2001, 2002, and 2006.
These were remains that we had kept going back to over the years as the technology had advanced, and it needed that most modern technology to finally, because those samples were degraded and very little DNA. So we're very fortunate that the most modern techniques that we're applying now were used on these and finally able to get enough DNA to make an identification.
Speaking to a local news broadcaster, Morgan's daughter expressed her shock and pain at the announcement.
It was a shock. It was a shock. I think yeah, that's the only thing I can say. It was really shocking. It's like you're reliving it all over again.
The announcement also comes just days before the U.S. marks 20 years since the tragic attacks. However, after nearly 2 decades, some 40% of those who died at the World Trade Center remain unidentified. Over to India, where a boat carrying around 100 passengers sank in India's northeastern state of Assam on Wednesday after a collision with another boat. According to the police, locals assisted in the rescue operation along with other disaster response forces. So far, 42 people have been rescued, while one girl was confirmed to have died in the collision. At least 30 more people are still missing. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed grief over the accident, saying that all possible efforts are being made to rescue the remaining passengers. The boat was also carrying several four-wheelers and two-wheelers that sank as well. And finally, over in Germany, German automaker BMW unveiled the world's first electric vehicle that's also 100% recyclable. BMW's iVision circular concept car was created with secondary material so that the automakers can use the same material from one car to produce a new car.
There is a vision about recycled only use of secondary material. So that means everything what we use here on this car is secondary material, but it is designed to be disassembled to reuse it again. So let's say we can use the same material of this car to produce a new car.
Dudek added that along with the idea of creating a 100% recyclable car, the general idea of this car is to create something that's 100% circular. 이승재, Arirang News.